My dedication or commitment has been questioned, before in the last few weeks, and I'll promise you I'm as dedicated and committed as I ever have been. I've got a lot invested in this program, and no one cares about it more than I do, and I'm anxious to make improvements and, again, get us back in a position where we're competing for national championships like we have so many other times.
Well, that was Bob Stoops back in January, humbled but determined. This was Bob last night, getting the Gatorade bath for the 9th time, a Big 12 champion, and again, a national title contender, just like he promised. And welcome into sports, everybody. In the aftermath of that 34-point bowl game loss to Clemson, many of us wondered if it might be the beginning of the end for Bob Stoops in Norman. Only 11 months later, Big Game Bob is back on top of the Big 12 and only 2 victories away from being back on top of all of college football for the first time in 15 years. Big Al with the Sooners' Bedlam redemption story.
Much to the relief of the Big 12, we have one true champion and a representative for the college football playoff, and that would be Oklahoma winning their 9th Big 12 title with a result 58-23.
I'm elated at the way my players perform.
It's been so much fun.
I was just thinking about the University of Oklahoma football team winning this game tonight and becoming a Big 12 champion.
They hit us with big plays, and we looked tired.
Oklahoma State had a lead early, but once Oklahoma got the lead in the first quarter at 14-10, it was all over but the shouting, and Oklahoma dominated on their way to their championship.
No one knows they're gonna win it back in January or start of September, but I knew we had a good football team, better than what people thought.
It's great. Our defense held up in a lot of big games this year, and I was really proud about that. And obviously, our offense was huge in every game, and I'm just proud to be a part of the team.
Leave no doubt. That was the new singular focus, but that was the new message this week. Leave no doubt on the field. When that clock hits 0 and you're sitting on your behind with that W, you say to yourself, man, I gave it all, I'm exhausted.
For Oklahoma State, the season ended in disappointing fashion, playing as if their first 10 wins took a lot of starch out of the Pokes, losing the last 2 games.
There were a number of times when their backs bounced off our guys, and we hadn't really seen that much this year. But they are good players, and so, I don't want to take away from those guys.
And having to go with J.W. Walsh as their starting quarterback and not the passer Mason Rudolph.
We like J-Dub and what he brought to the table, and we felt comfortable with what he could do for us offensively.
So with Oklahoma's dominating performance and the loss by Notre Dame, it would be hard to fathom that OU would drop from its number 3 status in the playoff poll.
Enjoy this win and then get a little rest, get people healthy, completely healthy before our playoff.
You just figure if you're third and you go, to a championship game away from home to the number 9 team in the country and win by 30-some points, whatever it was, you would only move up, possibly, but you sure wouldn't move back.
Ever since that Texas game, and even kind of before, but we've just been rolling, and it's been working pretty well, and I think we've been getting better.
Reporting from Pickens Stadium, Al Jerkins, 2 News, works for U Sports.
Everybody win it all, man. I'm telling you now, man.
Big Al, thank you much. Latest AP Top 25, those Sooners up 2 spots to number 3 in the country. Clemson, Alabama again 1-2. Iowa, Michigan State round out the top 5. OSU dropping 5 spots to number 14. TCU 11, Baylor 12. Playoff rankings coming Tuesday.